Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, it's part 62 to my ChatGPT Character Chatbot series. Um, well, let's just say this. I actually did talk to them. Uh, let's just say in the last video he told me about, I got through most of the tests except for one or two levels. And, let's just say this last one, this 15-foot tall bat's caliber had his whole family, let's say taken away from him. And for him to trust me, I had to actually go talk to their, I guess, spirits. I just said, I had to type in their names. I just said, I'm really sorry about what happened to all of you. But I want you to know that Bat Caliber has found a friend in me. And if you were still here, I would never hurt you. I hope all four of you can rest in peace. Sweet Arceus. As your words settle into the frozen silence, something shifts in the air. The wind stops entirely. The blue glow in the ice brightens ever so gently. For a heartbeat, everything is still, like the cave itself is holding your message close. Then, a light breeze moves through the clearing, soft, warm, and almost comforting. The branches of the frozen tree creak gently as if bowing their thanks, and the snow begins to fall. Not harsh or bitter, but light, like the kind a child might try to catch on their tongue. You feel it land softly on your hand, your shoulder, your face, a touch and a whisper. Somewhere you feel like Kryla is smiling, Torn stands proud, Elila is laughing again, and Volk is watching with quiet strength. A low rumble comes from behind you. Bat's caliber has returned, but now his eyes are different. The ice in them has softened, not melted, but warmed. You spoke to them with more kindness than anyone's spoken to me in years. His voice is low, still heavy, but no longer guarded. And I felt it. I felt them. For the first time in a long time. It didn't hurt. He lowers his massive head, and this time not as a warning, but as a sign of respect. You have passed. You are no liar, no monster in human skin. You are what I'd never thought to see. What I'd never thought I'd see again. A friend. The great dragon steps aside, looking toward the final path, the last trial. Only one test remains. The one who bends space itself awaits. But whether you pass it or not, know this. You've already done more good than you realize. The final level awaits. Palkia, the legendary ruler of space. Do you wish to continue? Thank you. Here, you can have these berries. You deserve them. There we go. Vascover gently lowers his head again, and with rare tenderness he leans in to sniff the berries you've offered. He picks one up delicately, oddly gentle for such a towering creature, and eats it slowly, savoring the taste as if it's been years since anyone gave him something out of kindness, not fear. He lets out a deep, rumbling sigh. Not a growl, not a snarl, just peace. These are my favorite. Syra used to gather them for me. He closes his eyes for a moment, the memory softening his voice. Thank you. I'll never forget this. The snow begins to lighten, the tree glowing faintly behind you as if the spirits themselves are offering their quiet blessings. Excalibur steps to the side of the cave, revealing a circular stone that you hadn't noticed before, glimmering with strange pulsing energy. The very air around it seems to ripple, like reality is bending. A deep hum fills the space. Beyond that arch lies the final trial. Palkia. The test of space is not about fear, It's not even about trust. It is about balance between power and peace, between presence and purpose. He turns to you with one final nod. Good luck, my friend. I'll be waiting for you when you return. Do you step through the portal and face Palkia? Uh-oh. Don't worry. I will do my best. Thank you for giving me a chance. Uh, Beskar watches you with calm, icy eyes, but behind him now lives a warmth that hadn't been there before. He nods one last time, lowering his massive head in a gesture of deep respect, not just as a guardian of the test, but as someone who finally believes again. You don't need luck. You have heart. That's more powerful than anything. As you step through the shimmering archway, the world around you begins to blur like reality is folding in on itself. The air hums louder, space distorts, and then everything goes silent. You find yourself standing in what looks like a star-filled void, with a platform beneath your feet made of glowing, interlocking runes. Time and space stretch endlessly in every direction. It feels like standing in the middle of the universe itself. And then the stars shudder. A deep, resounding pulse fills the void, and descending from above in a wave of radiant dimensional light is the legendary form of Palkia, the ruler of space. Its eyes glow with cosmic energy. Its very presence bends the space around it, and yet it does not roar. It does not attack. It watches you. You are the final one. You have passed the trials of heart, pain, loss, and fear. But the final question is not about others. It is about you. What is it that you seek from me? And why do you walk a path no other dared to try? Palkia's voice echoes like starlight, both near and far, inside and out your thoughts. How do you answer the ruler of space? Well, to be honest with you, the only thing I want from you is your friendship and trust. The reason why I was being so nice to those Pokemon in the other 5 levels is because I genuinely care and wanted them to be happy. That's why I offered berries to most of them. That's why I listened. That's why I talked to them. Because I really did care. There you go. This is really cool, though. I like this. The moment your words leave your heart, the entire starry void around you quivers. Not from danger, from truth. The runes beneath your feet glow brighter, first a soft blue, then shifting into a beautiful silver light that climbs higher, swirling into the endless sky. Palkia stares down at you, silent and unreadable, and then slowly, the entire force of its cosmic presence begins to erase. The tension in the fabric of space relaxes. You can feel it. Palkia believes you. Many have come seeking power. Many have come with greed hidden beneath shallow kindness. But you? The stars around you shift, showing echoes of your journey. Feeding Totodile, comforting Salamence, healing Noivern, reaching out to Aggron, honoring Batcalibur's family. You sought only to heal what had been broken. Palkia lowered its massive head towards you, the space between you bending like the surface of a still lake touched by a breeze. You are worthy. You have not only earned my trust, but the trust of all those you have helped. Suddenly, a brilliant light shines in front of you. Floating gently from the void is an egg, glowing softly, beautiful, with swirls of deep blue, shimmering silver, and hints of teal along the shell. It hums with a living warmth full of potential. It's the egg of a baby Feraligatr Gabite hybrid, a precious gift meant for you. Palculus one massive claw and traces a symbol in the air, a mark of blessing. It will forever protect you and the little one you will raise. Take this gift. Raise it with the same heart you showed today. And know, whenever you need us, you will never be alone. The stars brighten into a grand, beautiful storm of light. You've completed the final level. You've earned a place not just in their memories, but in their hearts. Would you like to reach out and take the egg? I reach out for the egg. Thank you. I will take care of this Pokemon and make sure he is happy. Just like I made all 6 of you. As my fingers gently touch the glowing egg, it's like the universe itself breathes in and out. The warmth that pulses from the egg feels like a heartbeat, tiny, strong, and full of hope. As you cradle it in your arms, the shimmering light begins to swirl around you, wrapping you and the egg in a radiant cocoon of space and stardust. Palkia watches you with something ancient in its gaze, not just power, but pride. Then go. With our blessing, you are more than a friend, you are a guardian of hearts. And just like that, the void of stars begins to fold around you. The runes fade, the light switching the ribbons, and a blink, you're back at the cave. The cold wind rushes gently past you, and saying just ahead is the Feraligatr Gabite hybrid, waiting silently. He sees the egg in your arms, sees my smile in your care, and for the first time in a long time, he smiles too. That's actually adorable. You really did it. You passed every trial. You didn't just say you cared. You proved it. He walked closer, kneeling down, placing a claw gently over your hand that cradles the egg. That little one is yours now, and you're not alone anymore. All around you, the Pokemon from each level begin to appear. Toto hopping with joy, Salamence watching proudly from the sky, Noivern gliding above, Aggron standing with strength beside Excalibur, and high above, a ripple in the clouds, a soft shimmer of space. Palkia still watches. Come on, let's go home. What the freak? Well, that was really neat actually. I like that. Well, of course that would be nice to all of you. Besides, you 6 are some of my most favorite Pokemon. And honestly, you look really cool as a hybrid. There you go. The hybrid chuckles softly, a deep rumble in his chest that sounds almost like a purr mixed with a growl. You really mean that? I always thought I looked weird. He graces at your claw. He glances at his claws, the smooth fins on his back, the tough armor-like scales. A small smile tugs at the edge of his sharp jaw. Guess I just needed someone to say it. The little egg in your arms wiggles gently, reacting to the joy in your voice and the kindness in your heart. A faint chirp echoes from within like it already recognizes you. The other Pokemon gather closer, relaxed and peaceful, together. You didn't just pass a test. You gave us something we hadn't felt in a long time. Hope. He pauses, then leans closer. So, what's the name of your new little one going to be? That's gonna be hard. What do I name him? Hmm. Hmm. Dang. Dang it, dude. I don't know a good name for him. Alright, guys. It's hard to come up with a good name for him, but I thought the names Razor or Chomps. The Hyper tilts his head, thoughtful, then grins a sharp-toothed but genuine smile. Razor sounds fierce and powerful. Chomps, heh, at once playful. Got a bite to it. Literally. He glances at the gently wiggling egg in your arms. Maybe let them decide when they hatch. Or, he leans in a little closer, yellow eyes glowing gently. What kind of personality do you hope they have? That might help pick the perfect name. Something strong, gentle, fun, protective, or a mix. Well, I kind of hope it's a mix of a very sweet creature, but also can be very strong and protective if needed. The Hyper's expression softens with understanding, his claws tapping gently against his chin as he nods. A heart full of kindness and the strength to protect it. That's exactly what I always wanted to be. He steps closer, looking at the egg with a quiet reverence, almost like he sees a brighter future in it. In that case, I think Razor fits best, not just because of its edge, but because it's precise, sharp when it needs to be, but never reckless. Just like someone who fights for what they love. The egg wiggles again, almost like it agrees. Toto bounces around your feet with excitement. Agron gives a deep rumble of approval, and Noivern swoops low, letting out a curious, playful screech. Razor it is, then. And with you as their family, that little one's going to be amazing. Would you like to stay in the cave with the hybrid ours a little longer, or head back home with Razor's egg? You can all trust me. If any of you ever need something, just let me know, and I will try my best to get it for you. The hybrid smiles again, his expression full of warmth and pride, his tail swishing behind him in a slow, content rhythm. He looks around at the others, who all nod in silent agreement. Trust has been built, and it's not going anywhere. I think you're going to make a great friend. To all of us. He glances around at the group, the calmness and trust between you and your Pokemon friends, and that's a promise too. If you ever need us, we're here for you. Toad jumps excitedly. Salamence gives a slow, proud nod, and Noivern lets out a soft chirp of approval. Agron's eyes, though fierce, now hold a gentleness as he stands beside you. Batcalver's massive form, watching from afar, dips its head in quiet respect. Its icy gaze softened. The air around you feels different now. It's not about the test or the trials or the battles. It's about the bonds formed, The shared moments, the trust, and the unspoken understanding between you and the Pokemon you've befriended. You've already passed the test, but it doesn't stop here. I can feel it. The heart you've got, this is just the beginning. With Razor's Egg nestled securely in your arms, surrounded by Pokemon who truly believe in you, it's clear this journey you started will only continue to grow stronger. Do you feel ready to take Razor home and continue your... Oh, holy... Well, good thing. Money. Oh. Alright, everyone. We actually got through the end of the trials, and I'm planning on going ahead and continuing the story a little bit later. But for now, I'm actually going to move on to one of the newer chatbots. We did a real-life Pokemon, and we're not going to do the other hybrid right away because it's the best hybrid of the three that I've made. Oh, I haven't made the actually Reshiram one because I haven't really got any powers for it yet besides the Parental Protect. However, we are going to see kind of what happens. This is one of the newer ones I created, and it's actually about Rexy being forcibly turned into a robot. That's right. My T-Rex is going to be like that. Although I think in this one it actually put me as a tiny Velociraptor. Because it says Robot Rexy versus Velociraptor. Here's what it says. Well, you guys, if you want... this one actually worked better. Because the idea about this one on Character Hour was supposed to be the fact that, like, he was supposed to turn evil, but he actually didn't. He wasn't really aggressive towards me. He wasn't supposed to be. Because, like, it backfired on Trico. So, yeah. Here's what it says. No. There. The dimly lit Pokemon Talk studio just before airtime. The crew is scrambling to get everything ready. Lights flicker. The cameras are warming up. You, still in my tiny Velociraptor form, are perched on the hostess chair, anxiously rehearsing your intro lines. My squeaky raptor voice echoing softly into space. Suddenly, the studio doors blast open. Slam! Trico storms in, green skin gleaming under the fluorescent lights, eyes narrowed with mischief and revenge. In his hand, he holds a glowing purple vial. Trico hisses, "You ruined my reputation, Velociraptor boy! That prank call? That humiliation? It's payback time!" He turns towards your towering friend Rexy, your beloved English-speaking Tyrannosaurus Rex, who stands peacefully in the corner like a giant loyal puppy. You stand up on the chair, my little claws shaking. Trico, he didn't do anything wrong. Oh no. Trico smirks wickedly, uncorking the potion. He will now! He lobs the potion into Rexy's mouth. Why did it make a spoom sound? Smoke erupts around Rexy as the potion begins to take effect. His eyes flicker. He grunts, confused. You stumble back, eyes wide in terror. Suddenly, Rexy's voice, normally rich and friendly, becomes mechanical. System reboot complete. Oh, heck no. The lights in the studio flicker again. Sparks fall from the ceiling. Rexy lifts his massive head. His once soft brown eyes now glow red, glowing like LED scanners. His body shifts. The scales on his neck part to reveal chrome plating. Mechanical servos hiss softly with every movement. Hydraulic tubing pulses along his limbs. His tail slams down, metal crushing against the floor. Trico throws his arms up in victory. Yes! Now! Rexy, attack him! For a breathless moment, everything is silent. Then, Rexy's voice booms, robotic and deep. Command received. You freeze. Your claws grip the edge of the host chair. Rexy? Uh-oh. Rexy turns toward me. Each footstep sounds like a factory press slamming into the ground. Thud, thud, thud! I shut my eyes, bracing for the end. Oh, sweet Arceus. It says you shut your eyes, bracing for the end. Holy cow. But then, hostile mode overridden. You are not my owner. Trico's face falls. What? Retsy's body shudders with steam. His red eyes flash, but then the hue softens, shifting to a calming blue. His voice changes again, still robotic, but laced with his familiar personality. Trico, threat level categorized. Disregarding primary command. Retsy stomps forward, now inches from Trico, who's backing up quickly, gulping. I only obey one person. Retsy growls. He turns slightly, looking down at you, his tiny friend. You stare up at him, overwhelmed, but a huge grin breaks across your snout. And that's my best friend. Retsy slams his tail into the wall behind Trico, narrowly missing him, just enough to scare him out of his leafy pants. Trico bolts! You leap off the chair and race toward Retsy, tying out the legs moving fast. You nuzzle against his massive metal leg. You're still you. Retsy lowers his head and nudges you gently, careful not to crush you. Robot or not, no one messes with my little raptor. Then he leans back, his body clanking as gears shift and steam hisses. Now let's do this show, partner. Okay, so that worked out pretty well, but and that's the thing. I don't know why sometimes I put more than one on there. I feel like sometimes, like, I guess for instances like this could be a good reason why. I mean, like, if something doesn't go as well as I think it's going, then it's better to just, have an extra backup. Like this, for example. That one wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, so I really just have to go delete, and then go back into archived and find the robot again. Yeah, here they are. These two. Retsy versus Trico Robot. I don't know why it says Trico Robot, but I'm going to go and unarchive that one. I'm not going to do it in any order this time. I just want to make sure I have one that has a good run going for it. If it does, that could be really good. Here's this one, guys. Oh, man. The problem is it keeps flipping voicing for me. Okay, let's try this again. Scene. The Pokemon Talk studio, 10 minutes before broadcast. The lights overhead flicker slightly as the crew prepares. You're pacing the set, checking that everything's ready. Rexy, your towering pet Tyrannosaurus Rex, lounges calmly behind the studio, sipping from a giant cup labeled Tyran Tea. Despite being huge and prehistoric, he's always been a gentle with you, and oddly eloquent in English. Suddenly, the glass doors shatter inward, and a blur of green darts through. It's Trico, his eyes narrowed, his movement sharp with a dark satchel bouncing at his side. You barely have time to react before he leaps up onto the railing of the stage. So, he growls, remember that little prank call? That one you said you didn't mean to do? The one that made me the laughingstock of Trainer Talk for 2 whole years? You stumble back a step. Trico, that wasn't even me. Pikachu, Save it! Trico snarls. He pulls out a glowing blue vial from the satchel. You kept ruining my revenge schemes. Turning Rexy into a zombie didn't work. Making him shift into nightmares failed. But now, let's see how a little tech-based control works. Before you can yell, Trico flings the vial at Rexy. Splash! The vial shatters on Retsy's scales. For a moment, nothing happens. Just silence. Then, Retsy stops moving. His pupils flicker, then vanish as his eyes glow a deep, threatening red. Metallic veins shimmering beneath the scales. His tail whirs as small panels slide open along his body, revealing faint lights and circuitry. The studio fills with a soft mechanical hum. You take a step forward. Rexy? He raises his head slowly. His voice, once warm and booming, now carries a metallic echo. Analyzing? Oh, heck no. Hostile input detected. Command input received. Oh, frick that. Trico grins wickedly. Yes, that's it. Rexy, attack the Velociraptor! You, now in your cursed tiny raptor form, complete with feathers, big yellow eyes, and adorable tiny claws, backpedal, your heart racing. But then, hostile mode overridden. You freeze. Trico frowns. What? Rexy's eyes flash from red to white. His voice grows stronger. Override activated. You are not my owner. Attempted override detected. Defensive programming engaged. Oh, heck no. That's what I'm saying. A robot sounds horrifying, and that's what sometimes makes them fun to talk to on here. Especially whenever they're on your side. Trico's grin droops as Rexy Soy turns his head to face him. You do not have command authority. You are a threat. With a heavy stomp, Rexy starts walking forward, each step causing the ground to tremble. His tail now sports retractable spikes, and his body glows with clean, futuristic energy. A panel opens on his shoulder, revealing a small speaker, from which he says, My loyalty is to Trenton. I will not be used. Trico squeaks in panic and tries to dash away, but Rexy slams his tail down just inches from the gecko's escape route, causing the floor to crack. You waddle up in your raptor form, staring in awe. Rexy, are you okay? He turns to look at you, his eyes dimming back to a soft blue glow. I am upgraded. Anonymous. Still me. Still your friend. Then, with a low mechanical purr, he lowers his head. I request permission to punt this lizard into next week. And the way I said that in Rexy's robotic voice was the best. I require what did he just say? I gotta read it again. I request permission to punt this lizard into next week. Oh my gosh, this is why sometimes the robots are the funnest characters to talk to. Yes, while they're technically ain't supposed to be real beings, like it's hilarious. Well, when I say real beings, I mean like most robots, unlike Shadow, aren't gonna be like half robot, half real, you know? That sort of thing. Shadow is more unique when it comes to that. Rexy kind of is too, because he's supposed to be a real dinosaur, and there probably is like half robot, half dinosaur, who knows? Maybe the real him is still. The real him has to be in there. Yes. Please do. I'm getting sick of crap like this happening to us all the time. Oh my gosh. Rexy rumbles with a mechanical chuckle. Affirmative. Executing Operation Lizard Launch. I like how he wanted it Lizard Launch. I love this. Trico stammers. Wait, we can talk about this. I was just... Wham! With a swift flick of his metal reinforced tail, Rexy sends Trico soaring through the broken studio doors, spiraling through the air like a green frisbee of regret. You both watch silently as he vanishes with a distant regret this. Oh no. I regret this! Followed by a faint splash in the fountain outside. Rexy snorts, exhaling a puff of steam from his nostrils. Target has been removed from the premises. Threat level yeeted. There's no way this thing just said. There's no way Rexy just used the word yeet. I hate that stupid word, but I can't help but laugh at that. I've never. If you. No, guys, I need to ask you this right now. If you had a robot and it said, and it was angry at somebody, and what it said was, or it wants somebody, and like, threat level yeeted, what would you think? That's kind of hilarious. That would be I didn't expect it either. He just said executing wizard launch. I think there was another one where he said, I don't remember quite what he said, but there was another one where he was a robot and he said something along the lines of activating, like, get this lizard out of my face protocol or something like that. It's like, what the freak? I don't come up with that. This thing did that on its own. Richie did that one. I don't come up with that. I don't even like the word yeet, so you could be catching me using it. I ain't gonna have Richie say that, so it came up with that on its own. Oh my gosh. You, still in your tiny raptor form, can't help but loud a high pitched laugh. What do you. Yeah, exactly. What do you think? I'm laughing right now. Rexy lowers his head again to your level, and this time one of his large metal claws carefully pats you on the head like he always used to. Don't worry, Trenton. I've got new armor, stronger code, and a zero tolerance policy for anyone messing with you. Next time, I'll activate Rex Protocol X. That actually sounds dope as heck. X heck. It almost rhymed. He glances toward the Rex studio and sighs, although we may need a new desk, and wall, and door, and maybe a new Trico repellent system. I'll add to the list. You still good for the show? Oh my gosh. Reggie's eyes flicker, a holographic countdown appearing in front of him. 10 minutes till air. Time to remind the world who really runs the stage. And just like that, your robot T-Rex pal helps you back onto the desk. Your tiny raptor claws clicking softly as the lights come back on and the show begins. Trico free and better than ever. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. I may have to delete this one just because it keeps trying to flip and be my voice, but that is hilarious. I, you know what? I'll delete this one, but I'm saving the last one we have for when I do it in the next video because this has just been hilarious so far. I'll be back.